Oh baby, what's up people? You knew this video was coming soon, right? Where I was gonna make a video about how the market never goes down. I can't believe I sold all my stocks and never sell anything. Well, here we go, on and on and on. Well, here it is. Here it is. But this time, at least it lasted for more than a day and a half. This time, we've been selling stocks over the last 10 days. And even though the market rallied immensely today, that's not what's got me all uppity today. Because look, I sold my Alco and the stock's still not above 17 again. I sold a lot of Qs over 100. We're still not back over 100. Granted, we'll be there tomorrow. Hang on, let me lower the Beastie Boys. Now, I hope you heeded my warning that this market was due for a sell-off, but we got it. It's the market was showing me enough signs where I thought it'd be a good idea to take something off the table. Now, obviously, I want to talk about a company that I've been mentioning for you the last 6 or 7 years, ACOR Therapeutics, ACOR. So there's got to be one out of my plethora of stocks that I owned over the last 2 months that had to explode without me. ACOR Therapeutics, there it was. So again, I'm a little bit upset to see it going up 8 points without me today. But anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Israel and IPOs. Something's going on in Israel that they know what's going on and how to make money in the IPO business. MBLY was the first one. Monster IPO, right? They make driverless cars. You got to buy the stock, right? Then there was a company, you strap on a backpack, and next thing you know, if you're a paraplegic, you're able to walk. RWLK. Goes from 16 bucks to 43 in about a day and a half. Granted, it was nice to see the stock pull back and some rational thought come into place. But then there was Cyber. CYBR. I've been waiting for this stock, waiting and waiting. Opens up and starts to plummet. IPOs from Israel allowed to go down at the open, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. I'm like, holy crap, where's this thing going? 21, 20, 18? Where was the IPO price? I don't know. But knowing in the back of my mind that this market can't go down, IPOs are the best thing in the world, I just waited it out. And it finally hit a bottom at 22. Now, I'm not going to say I bought it at 22.12 today, but I did buy it at 22.75. Oh, it spikes up 50 cents. Oh, I better take that money. Next thing you know, it's at 23.90, up $1 after I sell it. Okay, fantastic, right? So then, if you guys follow VWAP, volume weighted average price, once the stock started trading a little bit, you were able to get some VWAP on the stock. And we had 24.08 as the VWAP. And I said, all right, it's probably going to get to 24.08, and we'll see what happens then. Oh, boy, gets to 24.08. Next thing you know, we're rocking and rolling. You buy at 24.08, goes to 24.50 in 6 seconds. Why not take a 40-cent profit on your shares and make some money? Of course not. Rockets right past to 25.50. I'm like, well, at this point, I'm thinking they got the seller out of the way at the beginning of the day. He sold from 27 down to 22. They said, thanks for playing. We're glad you made your money. Now let's rocket this fucker all the way up to $30. Now, here we had a new guy in the room, and I was screaming and yelling about how the stock's going to end up at 30 by the end of the day. And this was at when it was at 26.50. Now, the stubborn prick fuck that I am, I couldn't buy the stock back, having owned it at 22.70, 24, and now it's sitting there at 26.50, even though I said 27 is inevitable, and then 30 by the end of the day, and he was puzzled. Why wouldn't I buy it back? I said, I can't physically press the button right now because I'm waiting for a pullback so I can get a better price. But then it dawned on me. Whenever you're having this attitude about waiting for a stock to pull back, a la the stock market, does it ever come back to the price you want to buy it at? Of course not. That would make it too easy. And then when it pulls back to the price you want it, you'll probably rethink the whole thing and think it's going to go lower and you won't buy it anyway, but that's another story. So there it is. It pulls back. I'm like, all right, now we got it. It breaks 27, pulls back again. I'm like, this is the moment. Let's get here at 26.50 on the pullback for the inevitable move to 30. So I bought a little bit, stalled out again, so I sold it again. And this guy's questioning. I thought you said it's going to go to 30 by the end of the day. I said, I know, but I don't want to get too irrational here. But then again, I started getting quite irrational when the stock broke the high today and broke 28. Then I was convinced it was going to go to 30. Now, here's the thing. Maybe I've never traded a stock before in my life. Maybe I have no idea what's going on. Maybe this is all an illusion. I don't own stocks. I never owned stocks. I never traded before in my life. I'm a stay-at-home dad, and I have a side business cleaning houses in my underwear for cougars. Maybe that's what I do. What does it matter to you? If you're in my room, and I'm telling you, if it breaks this, it's going to go here, what do you care whether or not I'm in it or not? I loved U.S. Steel today when it pulled back to 42, but I'm sitting there watching Cyber going up and down in 70-cent increments while I'm in it. So I can't pull the trigger on the U.S. Steel. I wanted to buy some Alcoa, and then, oh, lo and behold, Baba's coming back. By the way, Baba putting in a nice double bottom there at the 87 range. So we looked at it 87.50, sold it at 88. Can't buy it back at 89, even though I figured it's going to go to 90 by the end of the day. But stubborn prick fuck that I am, not going to buy it back after it's gone up $1 without me, am I? Of course not. So here I am recommending U.S. Steel at 42 and to buy Baba at 89. But I'm not in it. Does that mean I'm wrong? I'm too busy watching this other psychopathic stock ripping up down 50-cent increments. Plus, I'm watching my Alcoa. I'm looking at the Qs. I'm debating whether or not this market's about to take off. I can't physically trade every stock there is, but I can talk about it. Just like every analyst on CNBC. Did you ever notice when you're watching CNBC at the end of the report, the guy says, oh, I don't own the stock. I have no intentions of owning the stock. Nobody in my family and friends own the stock, and my mutual fund doesn't own the stock, but I think you should buy it. You know, right there, you're thinking, all right, this guy's on television telling me to buy it. He has no intentions of buying. He doesn't own it. His friends and family don't buy it, or his mutual fund doesn't own it. Why would I want to buy it? I understand. I see what the thought process is there. But if the guy's right, he's right. He made a good call. He likes it. Maybe he's into other things. Again, I don't think an analyst on CNBC talking about a stock shouldn't be a part of it because, hey, they're on television. These guys should have at least some skin in the game. You're talking about a guy here, what do I got, $250,000 in the market? I can't physically trade all these stocks. I can't be in them all at the same time. Doesn't mean it's not a good idea. Okay, so it's been, what, 30 years since I've been making videos on YouTube. I'm the grandfather of this industry. Why haven't you come to the room? Why haven't you made a concerted effort to get your ass to see what's going on in the room? Because that was a freaking miracle at the end of the day. I bought the Cyber at $29.32, and I was like, I was baiting it. I put my offer at 30. I was like, I will guarantee the stock goes out at $30 by the end of the day. I will get taken out at $30. By the way, it's $31.20 in the aftermarket. And now this guy was like, well, if you're so certain that it's going to go, because I'm thinking the stock going to 50 now. I mean, it's one of these stocks. It could go to 50 tomorrow. She's like, so why aren't you loaded up? And I said, good question, because I don't know. If I could guarantee it, I don't know if they're going to be 3 analysts come out with no positions, of course, in the stock. They come out and they say, well, the fundamentals don't make any sense here. The stock gap's down 8 points. Why not just wait till tomorrow and play the day for what it is? I don't know what this company does or what they're worth or nothing. I just know it's a ridiculous IPO that came out. I'm 2 for 2 on these Israeli IPOs. Hey, look, I sold Mobileye and it went up 28 points since I sold it. So why can't this one? Do you realize RWLK, we bought the stock at $13.20, sold it at $14, then bought it again at $16, sold it at $16.50, and went to $43. $43. It's not an exaggeration. A day and a half later, the stock was trading at $43. So why would you have any doubt that it can't keep happening? Also, let me point out, one thing I know is psychopathic IPO stocks. Stocks that get into the matrix. Remember when Tesla was first breaking out? I said, here we go. This is not about a car company. This is about owning the new great CEO and the new hyped up stock. You want to own Tesla. If it breaks 50, the stock's going to go to 200. It went to 300. And it's still that stock. It's not about the cars. You just want to own it. It's a matrix stock. So you never know which one of these is going to be the next one of those. So you got to buy them all. Point being, I don't remember what the point was to this whole entire conversation. Oh, well, first you got to get to the room. Second, you got to get to the room. And third of all, you got to see what's going on in this room. Because we're annihilating things. Now, I wish I was involved in a lot more than I was today. You know, I try to scratch out my little bit. You know, I buy 400 shares, it goes up 40 cents. I'm like, woo, look at me, I'm up $160. And I take the money. $160 in 7 seconds. How could you not want to take the money? Ooh, wow. You press a button, you press a button. 6 seconds of my life. $140, $160, $225. 5 or 6 times, next thing you know, you're up $1,200 for the day. Meanwhile, if you just bought 1,000 shares, when you liked it at first, you'd be up 10 grand. I know, that's what kills me. That's why I've said day trading has ruined my life. If I would just sit back and say, okay, well, if I do really think it's going to go back to 27, why not just own 1,000 shares, take a fucking bottle of Ambien, knock myself out, wake up at 4 o'clock and see how I'm doing. Or even better, wake up at 4:45 and see the stock at 31.50. It's unbelievable. Now, let's talk about the market, right? Oh, we made it through everything. The Alibaba IPO, the Apple release, the Fed minutes, the Syrian bombings, the ISIS beheadings. Now the only thing we have to worry about is Ebola, right? That's it. I read a book about Ebola 20 years ago. I was like, wow, man, as soon as everything starts to spread, we're going to be in bad shape. Now, the one thing about the market and Ebola, for God's... imagine this comes to New York City. You got 25,000 people with Ebola in a day and a half. Skin melting, oozing your intestines out of your ass. And the market starts to go down. Okay, my luck will be I'll make $250,000 on some QQQ puts and some futures contracts, and I'll catch the fucking disease. My eyeball will be fucking sliding out of my skull. Ooh, look at all that money. Worthless. So there's really nothing left for this market to root for, because the only thing that's going to derail the market is some sort of catastrophic event, some death. So right now, if you're betting against this market, you are in fact you're like the Grim Reaper. Because even if you make money short in the market, it's going to be on some event that you're probably not even going to need any money. There'll be rioting and pitchforks and all kinds of shit breaking loose. What's going to be? NASDAQ, the market could tank, and they'll close the market. I mean, it's a lose-lose situation. You can make some money shorting one or 2 days, but this market cannot, will not, and is prohibited by law to crash. The word crash, I think, is going to be written, it's going to be struck from the record books. We're not even going to know what that means 15 years from now. The tripwires, the circuit breakers, and all that other fancy doodads they put into place after the flash crash, they fixed the market. Everybody says, oh, the market's fixed, the market's fixed. You know what? The market is fixed. The high-frequency traders do have an advantage, because you send your order, they get your order, and they front-run your order so they can make a couple of pennies in front of you. That's not fair. It's not rigged, but right now, if the market's rigged, everybody thought, oh, the market's rigged. Every time I buy stocks, they go down, and then I get out. No, the market's rigged only to go up. If you've got patience, and some money, you're going to make money in this market. I mean, I'm still, even though I'm short-term bearish right now, I still think we might have a little bit of a sell-off. I can't believe I'm saying that. I still think this is the workings of a plateauing market, that we might have another down day or a down moment. But I'm not even looking for a huge move. I was looking for 97.58 on the Qs. We were just about $1 away. Just about $1 away from me going batshit insane on the bull side anyway. But, you know, when the best laid plans don't always work out the way you want them to. So let's talk about a stock that's giving me hope that this market is legit. Walter Energy, WLT. Did I tell you about the stock? This stock is the sacrificial lamb of the market. That stock, Cliff, BTU, MCP, and Ameren, just to name a few. The market has to have sacrificial lambs to keep you on your toes, knowing in the back of your mind that, wow, stocks could actually go down. I didn't realize the market, that stocks actually could go down. But Walter Energy, as it's plummeting off the earth, is giving me the feeling that this market is completely fine. We're completely healthy because we still have the sacrificial lambs. It's when all the garbage stocks like Walter, MCP, Ameren, and every piece of shit stock that you own that hasn't moved in 2 years start to move, that's when we're in trouble. That's when you know there's nothing left good to buy, and then we really have a market sell-off. But now the shit stocks are still going down. The shit is still shit. So that's good for the market. We're going higher. And guess what? I'm saying we're going higher, but if we don't go up tomorrow, don't say, oh, yeah, that video. Yeah, go look up some of my videos over the last 3 or 4 years. Not that video. How many of those comments? This video marked the market top. The market sold off for 3 days after you made this video. What an idiot. What an idiot. Come on. We just had the greatest May, June, July, and August that we've had in 15 years. 15 years. 31.25 bid, Cyber, CYBR. Hear me now, believe me later. If this stock doesn't break back under 27, it's going to go to $40. And then it's going to go to 50. And then 65, 75. Talk to somebody who owns GoPro. Talk to GoPro people. The GoPro advocates, the GoPro psychopaths, right? They bought the GoPro, got to own a camera. It's a camera company. It's a camera on a stick company. You got to own it. They put a camera on a stick. You got a camera on a stick. Oh, this is the best company ever. No, it's the social media camera on a stick company. They have a whole infrastructure. Oh, you don't know. You don't know. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what they do. They make cameras. Wow. Big deal. But you know what? Stock's going higher. The stock's going higher because it's in the ether. It's in the matrix. It's one of those stocks right now that's not going to stop going up until some sort of monumental event like an earnings report or basically an earnings report. Maybe one day if they're not making as much money as people thought, when the stock hits 125, it'll plummet back down to 85. But if you owned it at 30, what do you care? So you left 50 points on the table. Or maybe you've sold it. Whatever the case. Absolutely insane, people. Insane. Insane. Now let's go back to the original point. Don't care. Don't care about what I'm doing. Just care about what I'm saying. But if you want to care about what I'm doing and what I'm saying, you got to be active in the live chat room. You got to know. I was defending Alcoa, buying 20,000 shares of Alcoa yesterday with a 5-cent stop, praying. I was like, all right, I'm buying the shit ton here at 1560. If it breaks 1555 or 1555, the thing might be going to 1485 back to 1416. But it didn't. And it went back up. So we made money. That's all we can do. You get a stock that's at your price that you like, you load up on it, and you make some money. Now, it's hard to do that with an IPO. You know, I'm trading 300, 400 shares. I had 1,000 shares once. I don't want to go crazy with this cyber. I have no idea. It could plummet off the earth at any second, right? Point being, it's very, very difficult to tell you what the stock market's going to do 3 days from now. Virtually impossible, okay? And it's definitely impossible to tell you when this market actually might sell off. But what I can do, what I can provide for you is live ideas, actionable ideas in the room. We've got 8 guys watching the market, different aspects, different ideas, different viewpoint on different stocks, and that's the kind of room you want to be in. You're hearing it from all different angles. If 3 different guys like a reason, this guy likes it because Bollinger Band stochastic, blah, 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 blah. The engulfing flag wedge pattern. Yeah, the engulfing flag wedge pattern. I don't give a shit what the engulfing flag wedge pattern. I don't even know what that means. But today, I think somebody said Camilla pivot point R1 today. And I was like, what? A Camilla pivot point on the R1? What does that mean, dude? I was like, do you like it or you don't like it? Because I'm buying it here because it's breaking VWAP and we're crossing over from a 2-week high. And he's like, yes, also. So I liked it for my reasons, and he had his Camilla pivot point R1 engulfing flag wedge pattern. Of course it was. So if he likes it for all those reasons and I like it for my reasons, how can we fail? How can we fail? And it was a great trade. It was a great trade. I don't even remember what it was. SLXP short, whatever it was today. Very nice trade. No idea what he was talking about, but he liked it on the short. Whatever it was. I don't think it was that one, because it was a long trade. Doesn't matter now. Doesn't matter now. Oh, people. Now, here's the thing. I'm just an idiot on the internet, right? Just a schmuck on the internet. Nothing matters until I make you money out there personally. So why don't you just do this? Email me, info@hitthebid.com. Follow me on the stock tweets and on Twitter. You got my phone number. Email me your phone number. I'll call you up. Just don't ever call me. No, you guys have my number. Don't ever call me on like a Thursday evening at 10 o'clock, right? Because that's my time. It's my time to shine. If you know what I'm talking about. You married guys know what I'm talking about. It's all scheduled. It's all scheduled. Forget about forget about getting a blowjob every once in a while. I gotta pencil that shit in like 9 weeks in advance, and God forsakes, there's a new good wife on that night. Oh, ho, ho. All right. Have a nice day. Cyber. I mean, how can you not want to own a stock called Cyber? Cyber. I love to cyber. Cyber. 3170 bid now. Put a fucking bullet in my head. Loaded up. 4 different times. Oh, not loaded up, but 2270. My original 400. Oh, my Lord. This market is just unbelievable. So who cares what the market's going to do? Just keep bringing out IPOs from Israel. Whatever the next IPO is, I don't care what it is, you buy it. Buy a little bit at the open. If it pulls back, you buy more. Hold it for 2 days. You're guaranteed to make 50% or 100% on your money. It's insanity. Insanity, people. So anyway, info@hitthebid.com. I'll put the thing over here, blah, blah, blah. And listen, I'm actually finally getting paid for my YouTube video. So watch this video like 6,000 times. And then send it and click on stuff. And so I can get like $4 for the video. Anyway, also, I don't want to alarm anybody, but I may have to make a new YouTube channel. All right? All right? Now that you can name your channel anything you want, I finally can have a Hit the Bid channel, not Hit the Bid Radio. Anyway, if that time comes, I hope that you could make the effort and follow me over to my 3rd channel. I'm going to use the Thanos channel just for nasty debauchery videos. I'm probably going to put an end to the Hit the Bid channel. All the new channels will be on the other channel. Whatever. If it happens, it happens. I'll let you know. Thanks for being out there, guys. I hope I've helped you over the last 7 or 8 years. And if I haven't helped you till today, stop into the room, because we were just annihilating everything in sight today. It was just incredible. Incredible. All right. See ya.